Welcome, beautiful soul, to this solar eclipse today with such powerful energy filling the body. I had certainly trouble sleeping last night, and today I am really honouring the power of the sun, the light, the energy, the force that it brings. And it's something that I tap into a lot when I'm working with moving through energy from my body, moving through stuck, stagnant thoughts, emotions that won't move out of the body. I use and harness the power of the sun often to do that. So if you remember, we've talked about this in our videos before, about the protection that we have around the heart, which forms a sort of an armour, a barrier. And what we're trying to do is incorporate the box back into the heart and create wisdom, learning, expansion, strength, empowerment and love from it. And one of the things that I use often is essential oils in the form of aroma point therapy, and this particular one is one of the most powerful and one of my favorites, and that is, let's see if you can see it, Helichrysum. Heli meaning sun. So a little bit goes a long way with these, especially with this brand, because they are so pure. And when I'm using that in with the subtle body, with my physical body, with the emotional body, what I'm doing is tapping into the energetics of thought, of emotion, because they get stored within the body. And this box that's around the heart needs some encouragement to loosen up, to connect to the heart, to find ways in, to expand the heart and its frequency and its love and its expression. And it needs some help to loosen up the box sometimes, because that's very rigid. It's part of our identity. And this oil particularly is absolutely incredible. So I want you to imagine, you don't actually have to have this oil to do this practice. If you want to, I find it easier to connect in straight away when I have the oil with me, but I've been doing this long enough now to be able to do that without the oil. But for some of you, you might find that actually you're connected, you're already in tune with a lot of these frequencies, and so you might not need that. So you can just tap into the frequency of this oil. And then I want you to imagine that, first of all, we're just going to take a little bit, just a tiny little bit, on the tip of my finger, and I'm going to place it underneath my jumper and on my heart space, the place where you first feel. And I'm just going to do a light contact. That's what aroma point therapy is, the lightest of contact, not an indent, not a press, but just a light contact. Close my eyes and imagine that there is the rays of sunshine going into my heart and spreading across my chest, spreading out through my body and out into my space and radiating sunlight in every direction. I don't know if you've ever seen that film Stardust with Claire Danes, and the happier she gets, the more she's shining and radiating. I love that film, and I love her expression of happiness in that way. And that's how we're using the essential oil. So I'm just going to invite you to, after the end of this video, get your oil or sit comfortably. Allow the oil to connect to your chest, to your heart space, and imagine it just expanding, growing, shining in every direction, and feel yourself taking up that space, taking up that part that is yours. This is your space, this is your area, this belongs to you, and just shine from your heart, and you'll start to feel it shifts. It starts to feel, maybe it feels a bit vulnerable, a bit naked at first, but the strength, the sun is like a masculine energy, so it's there to protect and look after, as well as expand and nurture. So really take your time, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and just sit with the oil. Allow the consciousness to seep into those parts of you that feel dark in spaces, and allow the sunshine to bring light and to bring wisdom and codes and delight and things that you didn't know even existed in there. Allow the Helichrysum to work the magic of this oil inside that space. And then you can take a spontaneous breath. And that's when you know that this oil is really working its magic. All right, happy solar eclipse. Let's worship the sun in all of its glory for all the light that it brings, and have a lovely day. Lots of love.